There's a kind of pain that doesn't show up on the surface. You can smile, work, show up for others, and still feel like you're carrying the weight of the world inside your chest. This is the kind of pain that lingers. Quiet, heavy, invisible, and the only way out is through. Healing from the inside out isn't about pretending you're okay. It's not about forcing positivity or rushing the process. It's about being honest with yourself, with your story, and with what still hurts. Sometimes we think healing means fixing what's broken, but you're not broken. You're bruised. You're tired. You've been through things you never deserved, but your heart is still beating. And that means healing is possible. It starts with facing the pain you've been avoiding. The grief you buried because it was too heavy. The anger you silenced because it felt wrong. The sadness you carried because no one else saw it. Healing begins when you let yourself feel, without judgment, without shame. It begins when you stop saying, "I'm fine," and start saying, "This is hard, and I'm trying." It's allowing your emotions to exist, not as enemies, but as messengers. Each one showing you where the wounds are. Each one leading you closer to what needs care, not fixing. And healing isn't always beautiful. Sometimes it's crying in the dark. Sometimes it's setting boundaries that others won't understand. Sometimes it's walking away from what you thought you needed. But through the mess, you begin to build something new, something softer, stronger, more honest. Healing from the inside out means making peace with your past, not erasing it, but choosing not to carry it as your identity. It means forgiving yourself for not knowing better, for staying too long, for believing lies about your worth, and then gently, bravely rewriting those beliefs. Because emotional freedom doesn't come from forgetting. It comes from facing what hurt you and choosing to no longer let it define you. You'll know you're healing when peace becomes louder than fear, when self-love becomes more familiar than self-blame, when you stop chasing wholeness outside of yourself because you realize it's been inside you all along. And if these words felt like truth to you, maybe it's time to subscribe, not just to this channel, but to your own healing, your own freedom, your own journey from the inside out.